like I feel compassion. I'm like, oh my God, like you still have, like some work to do. And that's okay. It's not that I'm better. I'm, like at another level. It's just me. I try to improve myself every day.
Mm-hmm.
And you could say in the end, I don't care about the rest. Of course, I care about being in every encounter that I have now talking to you to give the best of myself.
Mm-hmm.
If I meet someone new and I feel like, whoa, this one has that scarcity mindset, is needy, he wants to get something from me, I, like it's quickly finished. It's like,
Yeah.
hi, goodbye, good morning. And it's, like you just
Make
take
your
this.
distance. Yeah.
Don't have to fight. Don't lose energy in discussing things. Just like, okay, maybe another time.
Yeah. That's a really good way to address it.
Something that you grow in, even with clients. I'm having, like that first call with my clients. I really have to feel the click.
Yeah.
If the match is not there, it's okay.
Yeah.
I have learned to say no, because it's, as you say with the marketers, in the beginning, like maybe you say too quickly, but then you just pick the right people for you.
Yeah.
And that, like makes your business even grow bigger, because those people are so happy about the results they're getting, that the word of mouth is spreading quickly.
Yeah.
And you almost don't have to look for clients, because like people are so impressed with your services that they just come naturally.
Yeah.
But it takes time. It takes time and patience.
Yeah. I actually had to be on the other side of the table a few weeks ago for an interview, and a young marketer was asking how I sell myself to people. And I was saying, well, if I have to be in a room where I'm selling myself, I'm in the wrong room. Like, you have the same thing. Like, you walk into the room, and if people are excited to work with you, you're like, this is where I belong.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you're so passionate about what you're doing.
Yeah.
That it just, like you radiate something.
Yeah.
The right people who are attracted by your vibe just will come to you.
Yeah.
And some people might be completely turned off by who I am. That's okay. Like I'm perfectly fine. I might even have haters. That's okay. That's like I think we have to grow through all of that. I think for people who are starting up in coaching business, like getting through all that self-doubt, all those voices in your head pulling you down, like once you get all through all of that, you're like, I'm okay. I have completely accepted myself as I am. I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses, and that's okay. I'm a whole person.
Yeah.
Not like a mask or a facade that I will show to the world, which is only successful. Of course, I celebrate my successes, and I love to celebrate my successes. But it's not, it took me many, many, many years. It took me many failures, pitfalls, like I went through all of it.
Yeah.
And just growing through it, growing through it is what makes you so discover all that power within you, which that the one you work with has also within him or her.
Wow. That's a very deep answer.
It's difficult for me to stay at the surface.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate the authenticity. I mean, that's what drew me to you in the first place. But okay, so the second question. Your second achievement of the year was to double the number of personal coaching clients that you work with. What prompted you to get into personal coaching in the first place?
That was a result of surviving a stage 4 cancer.
Okay.
I was running a construction business at that time. So in 2003, when I was diagnosed with a stage 4 skin cancer, I was 32 years old. and my youngest son was only 2 months old. So I had a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a baby. Running a construction business. My husband is a lawyer, and he did also the sales for my construction business. So you can imagine the kind of life we had, a very hectic, fully babies, toddlers, and construction business. And being told, like being faced with that, because they told me that I had no more than 6 months to live. I had to do 2 surgeries and chemotherapy. So I was lying in hospital bed, and like, what do you think about when they say, well, you're gonna die? You think about your legacy.
Yeah.
You think about, so if this is over, if this adventure, like after 32 years is over, what did I leave behind? What did I make of my life? Did I live this life that was given to me to the fullest? My answer was no.
Yeah.
What did I do until then, Adi? I had followed the path that I thought was expected from me. I did college, like everybody, high school, college, you married, and I wanted to start a business, but I didn't know, like I had that entrepreneurial, like drive in me. I didn't know too much what I wanted to do. And I had grown up in a construction business. My parents had a similar type of business.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I start something that I know how to run, construction business. Yeah. Was it my passion? Semi. So at 32, I was like, oh my God, like construction business here. And I was like, wow, is that really what I wanted to do? Yeah. But I had to be faced with that to really, like even ask myself that question. Mm-hmm. Because I was like living, I never had those very conscious choices. It was all like in the flow of life, like you flow through life and you say, okay, and you start this. So I started on a journey of self-development courses. And then I had been coaching, you could say, people all my life. Mm-hmm. Without no, just like I was the kind of friend that people called to when they were like not feeling well.
Yeah.
And I had a natural, like, and I became very passionate. Like, I took courses really to find my purpose and my calling, and it was always the same thing that like kept popping up. Mm-hmm. So I want to, like be of value. I want to coach people. So I started in as a side business, mm-hmm. my coach, while having my construction business.
Okay.
Which was not easy with children, like very full agenda. Yeah. But then, and I wanted to end in a nice way my construction business. But in 2016, I had a huge setback in my construction business. I was betrayed by 2 employees. Okay. And I ended up with a huge debt, which was horrible. For me, at that time, it was even more horrible than the cancer, because there I felt like a sense of failure. Yeah. I wanted to close like my construction business nicely and then, like have more coaching business. But you could say the universe decided otherwise. They were like, come on, Barbara, it's over. No more construction business. You don't want to listen to your true calling. We're going to make you do it.